In the first class, we will cover number 1, the canon of the New Testament. The word canon means rule, a straight stick that serves as a ruler. For example, a standard of directness. In a figurative sense, it began to mean the standard of correctness. When applied to the Holy Scripture, the canon means a set of books recognized and inspired by God and intended for reading for believers. The canon of the New Testament was recognized by the Church by the 4th century and includes 27 books: 4 Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, the Acts of the Apostles and the epistles of the Apostles, James 1, Peter 2, John 3, Jude 1, Paul 14, and the Revelation of John the Theologian. The canonicity of these books is determined by their undoubted apostolic origin. Books that claim to be sacred, but their origin from the apostles is not recognized by the Church, are called apocryphal. There are many dozens of them, but only some of them do not contain heresies and are even revered in the Church. For example, the Shepherd by Hermas and the Didache and the teachings of the 12 apostles and some others. Being part of the sacred tradition, for example, we know much about the life of the Virgin Mary from the so-called Proto-Gospel of James. Most of the New Testament books were written between the 40s and 60s of the 1st century. These writings have come down to us in thousands of manuscripts, the oldest of which date back to the beginning of the 2nd century. In addition, the books of the New Testament are mentioned and quoted by many authoritative writers, church writers of antiquity, in such a way that using only these quotations, we can sum up the fullness of Scripture. For these reasons that have been mentioned, the New Testament is the most reliable text of the ancient era. Thank you for joining us for the first class.